Okay, so hopefully you saw my first video, sort of an introduction to my discussion about my concerns regarding Labor's proposed changes to negative gearing and the capital gains tax discount. So this is the second video. I'm going to try and go into a little bit more detail, specifically talking about the problem Labor suggesting exists regarding a small minority of Australians taking advantage of these rules and taking advantage of the rest of the country and using these rules to get tax benefits that they otherwise shouldn't get, and then it's all unfair. So as I said, in my view, my first-hand experience, the very vast majority of people using negative gearing are ordinary, everyday employee working Australians, just trying to get ahead and improve their position, and it's an important thing, and we want to continue to encourage that. We don't want disincentives for people to try to save and build wealth and improve themselves, and as I talked about, start businesses. So I'll tell you a bit of a story. My partner and I, we were very keen to get into property very young. We had a couple of cracks at it. It took us till we were 24 to be able to get our first one. We're still pretty young, but it took us a couple of years to finally get it. What we bought was our home. We lived in it. We shortly thereafter decided we wanted to go and live somewhere else in the world. We wanted to experience some of the world. We figured that was the time to do it. If we didn't do it then, it would get harder to do it later in life. So off we went, and because of negative gearing, we were able to keep the property. We were able to offset the loss we were incurring on it against some of our taxes, and it just gave us just a little kick that we needed to be able to hold on to the property while we were traveling. When we came back, property gone up in value a little bit, which was nice. We'd actually also managed to save a little bit, which we didn't expect. And so not too long after, we were able to start investing in property, and we got, over the course of a period of time, we got into two really rather modest, but nevertheless a start in investing in properties. Again, there's no way we could have afforded them if it wasn't for the negative gearing. We couldn't afford to incur the losses on them if it wasn't, if we weren't getting that little kicker, that little bit of tax saving. It was so important. A couple of years later, I had the chance to start my business. I didn't have any money, but what I did have, one of those properties I could sell, which I did, and I made a very modest profit, nothing to write home about at all. But between the profit that I made, getting back some of the equity I put into it, and having paid off a little bit of the loan, I was able to scrape together just enough, I mean literally just enough, to be able to start my business. So negative gearing allowed that, and the 50% CGT discount, which reduced the amount of tax I paid on that final profit, just helped get me over the line so that I had enough to start my business. So basically, in my view, I really honestly believe CapitalQ wouldn't exist if it wasn't for negative gearing and potentially also the 50% CGT discount. Now, that business has obviously helped thousands of people over the last nearly 15 years. It's done a lot of good. It's employed a lot of people. So currently there's 10 people being employed by that business. Jobs that wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for that little bit of start we got, a little bit of help we got from the negative gearing and the capital gains tax discount. Of course, they're all paying tax on what they earn, what I pay them. So they're contributing to the tax system. And of course, I'm earning more now than I would have. So I'm paying more tax now than I would have. So overall, for the government giving up a little bit of tax way back then, when I was on a much lower tax rate, I think it's pretty hard to argue that this hasn't been a win-win for everybody. Moving on, I mentioned that we got into two investment properties in those early days. Well, we were, even during the early periods of the business where it wasn't making a lot of money, cash flow was very tight, we were able to retain that second property because of negative gearing. And we built some equity in it over time. few years ago, I got the opportunity to get into a second business. I've been looking to get into a second business for a long time, hadn't been able to make it happen. A really good opportunity came along, and this time I was able to jump into it. And the only reason I was able to is because of that second investment property I bought all those years ago. So in fact, I have 2 business partners, so the 3 of us in that business. All 3 of us have used negative gearing and or 50% CGT discount to allow us to get into this business. So the business required a huge amount of capital injection, a scary amount, make your underwear tighten. All 3 of us, we either sold properties, utilised the 50% CGT discount and put all that money into starting this business, or we went and borrowed ourselves personally against the properties we owned, properties we would have only owned because of negative gearing. We were therefore able to get this business up and running. Now, this business is presently at any one point in time employing around 50 people. That's a great thing. These are dedicated people who love what they do, who are making a difference in the lives of the people that our business touches. I truly believe that. These jobs would not exist if we weren't able to start this business, and we wouldn't be able to be making the difference that we are to the young Australians that we're reaching. At any one point in time, I think it's around 300 at any one point in time that we're reaching, making a difference for. This is a really good thing. On top of that, yes, we are making a profit, and we're paying more tax than we ever otherwise would have. So again, a little bit of pain, if you want to put it that way. Again, we got a little bit of less tax out of us a few years back. Again, when we were on lower tax rates, we're getting it all back now, and then some. And look, that's how a very vast majority of businesses right across the country get started. Okay, that'll do for this video. We'll see how we go. We might try another one.